This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, the legendary home of the Fighting Irish, as we'll see the number 16 team in the land, the USC Trojans, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So USC's offense will have the football first here. Well, entering this great rivalry game, it's the Irish who have possession of the jeweled shillelagh by knocking off the Trojans last time they met.
You know, you've seen this all over team sports when you see a player from the losing team just kind of hanging around watching the other team celebrate, just kind of soaking in the pain of the moment. I think more than a few Trojans felt that pain the last time these two teams met, Chris, and they don't want to relive that again. Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Great call here on 3rd down to go with the option. He decides to keep it himself, get some yards, but not enough for the 1st down. Interesting call coming up now on 4th.
And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in this showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better. Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. And it falls incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Back to throw. It's Carr. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, and it's a big play with 31.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Grab behind the line, it's Fields. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Every game in this series just feels special, Kirk. The battle for the Shillelagh, really the first great intersectional rivalry that's endured, goes back 100 years.
You know, if I think for a lot of us, this rivalry reminds us of the old Midwest against the West Coast. But these days, these two programs are still very highly regarded by both the players and staff across the entire college football landscape.
Looks like he's going to run it. He gets the first and more.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When they tried to get the counter play to the edge, Kirk, we've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counter play. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. They'll run it here. Fighting off the defender. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
At the 11-yard line. Now, 4th down.
And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. The field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period.
3, USC 0.
Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Takes off in a bootleg. Oh, he escapes. Broke one tackle but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down. And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Important second down play coming up. On the run, it's low. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. To throw, it's Carr. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, I love a corner who has 0 fear and just puts his face in the fan when making a tackle. Touch passes like this are a real test for any defense to show what kind of discipline they have. And this corner identifies the play and then makes a nice play to get that tackle for a loss.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Lane. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. The quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. And the Trojans have 1st and 10 here. Trying the old counter play here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Throws it to the right. He's got it in the open. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mayava. Caught over the middle, it's Lane. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Caught behind the line, it's Sanders. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Now that one didn't go anywhere. They're lucky he even made it back to the line of scrimmage. That one looked bad from the start.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Lane. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Lane. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. And the offense will use a timeout and a quick meeting on the sideline. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. To throw, it's Mayava. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Well, there's 2 straight incompletions now, and it's going to bring up a big third and goal. Remember, don't be afraid to expand that playbook. You don't have to always look to throw the ball, especially after a couple incompletions. Don't be afraid to run the football. Your back can get to the end zone.
On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Defense is coming after him. And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackled after the interception. That will be the final play of this first half. Minter's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, the jeweled shillelagh on the line, and already USC and Notre Dame has given us some impressive moments. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
The Trojans will kick it off to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
They're going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, second down and 15. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, it puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run it from the gun. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Here's a first and goal. Finally a chance to score the first touchdown of this game. And now the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second and goal for the offense. Catch made on the left side. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's third and goal. Using his legs. It's low. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So now on comes the field goal unit. He was on target with his first attempt. This one just a chip shot from 20 yards away. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They'll give it to the running back. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. Dropping back. It's Mayava. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes a quick catch. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Chris, that's a huge play for this offense. And keep in mind, they haven't scored a point yet. So to be able to come up with a play like this late in the game, maybe some confidence building here to be able to get that first touchdown. Who knows? Maybe they could be in business.
And the Trojans moving quickly down the field here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Bringing pressure. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Here they come on 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
And the Trojans will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. The returner is brought down. Gets it started in the next drive. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, drops back. Short throw complete to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
First down here for this offense. To throw, it's Carr. The receiver makes the catch. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. A completion makes it 2nd down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Leaning on the run game here. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here we go, a crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. He keeps it himself. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Now, how about that? Good job by the offensive line. The quarterback, they pick up this first down here on 3rd down and 1 with the QB sneak. There are a lot of bodies crowding around that line. He was able to find just enough space to pick up the first down in a new set of downs.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. he decides to keep it here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. They'll try to run for the first down. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go, a 2-yard loss.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Snags with the throw. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short gain. Defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. They'll have to throw it here on 2nd down. Just flings it out of bounds, and pass rush closing in.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He's hit as he throws it. Oh, that one's picked off. Could take it all the way. One more big play to wrap up this game. What a great effort all game long by the defense. Now, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.